Are you eligible to adjust status while remaining in the United States? So are you eligible to get your green card, your permanent residency, or do you need to travel abroad to do consular processing in a foreign country? Well, it all really depends on whether you were admitted or paroled into the United States. There's a number of different ways you could have been admitted. So if you had a visitor visa, a work visa, a student visa, and when you entered the United States, you presented yourself to the border with that visa, then you were admitted into the United States. Also, you could have been paroled into the United States. There's a number of different ways. Some of them are through advanced parole, through DACA, or temporary protected status for certain individuals. These are all on humanitarian bases. So you do need to be admitted or paroled to be able to adjust status, get your green card while you're in the United States. And also, obviously, you need to have a relative who is going to petition for you. Now, I'm going to focus this video on a United States spouse. Now, when you do have a United States spouse, basically, even if you overstayed your stay, so maybe you got a visitor visa, but now it's been 2 years since you entered the United States, you can still apply for a green card while remaining in the United States. And so one of the big deals about parole in place, keeping families together, that was administratively stayed, and just recently that stay was extended, was that this was going to fix a problem for hundreds of thousands of people who are married to United States citizens, but they were not admitted or paroled into the United States when they entered. They entered without inspection. So the parole in place was going to fix that. It was going to allow them to be paroled. And there are a lucky number of people who got their applications in literally the first day or second day, and somehow it got approved within a week before the administrative stay went in. And those people can now go and file a petition with the entire green card application and everything, and should be able to adjudicate and get their green card application while remaining in the United States. Everybody else who, even though they're married to a United States citizen, but they weren't admitted or paroled, they will need to file a waiver, assuming that they don't have any other admissibility, grounds of inadmissibility, because there's a number of different issues that can come up. So obviously you need to consult with an attorney and have them specifically assess your case. This is obviously not advice for your specific case. It's just general advice, an informational video. But basically, they have to file an unlawful presence waiver. They have to wait. The problem is like 5-6 years for that to be adjudicated. If it is approved, then they have to travel abroad, which a lot of people are scared to travel abroad. They've been here for many years, and they just don't want to go outside of the United States. They think they'll never be allowed back in, and sometimes people do get stuck and they don't get allowed back in. So again, you want to be careful and consult with an attorney if you're in that situation. But if you were admitted or paroled in the United States, you are married to a United States citizen, then you can file your green card application. This is something that I've worked on hundreds of these types of applications. One of the things that you do need to show is you need to show that it's a bona fide marriage. So what does that mean? It means that it needs to be a legal marriage. It needs to be not only a legal marriage, but it needs to be a marriage that was entered for the purpose of marriage and not for the purpose of gaining an immigration benefit in the form of receiving a green card. So you do need to provide a lot of supporting documents. A lot of supporting documents. There's a blog that I've written about it. You can go on the website, www.rodarmandalaw.com, and check out the blog with very detailed lists of documents that you need to submit. But basically, they're all joint documents, joint bank accounts. If you have a deed, mortgage, if you're on a lease agreement together, utility bills, any kind of accounts that you have, life insurance, naming each other as beneficiaries, driver's license showing the address of where you both live that matches the lease agreement or the mortgage and shows that you both live together. Photographs even are very important. It gives a sense of your relationship. So photographs of your wedding, vacations together, just detailing the extent of the relationship. But basically, it's an extensive list, and it's a case-by-case basis. Everybody's situation is different. Not everybody has a deed. Not everyone has even a lease agreement together. So you need to I work closely with my clients to brainstorm and figure out what we can put together to submit for them. But the great thing about being able to apply for a green card in the United States if you were admitted and paroled and you are married to a United States citizen, is that the interviews are being waived. And so it used to be that you had to go into these interviews, and it could be like an hour or two of questioning. That's not happening anymore as long as you're submitting a strong application. And so that's a great thing. And then also, it's very fast adjudication. So I've seen as fast as 3 months of an approval on a green card application, and on average, it's about 6-7 months. It used to be like a year and a half, 2 years for you to get your green card. And also, of course, you can submit a work permit with this application, and that comes in anywhere within 6 weeks to 3 months. Of course, these are all processing times that are as of the date of this video that's being made in September 2024. These are always subject to change, the processing times. But right now is a great time if you are married to a United States citizen, if you do have any other kind of family-based immigration application that you think you can submit a green card, then please reach out to me. You can contact me at www.rodarmandalaw.com at 213-567-4494. If you like this video, please like and subscribe, and take care, and have a nice day. Bye.